The only time I feel calm is when I'm constantly doing something or moving forward towards something. So I guess that's the only time I do get peace of mind. When I don't know what's next, that's when I lose it a little bit. When I came up with the concept for Exhibit A and Exhibit B, or exhibits in general, it was probably late 2012. And I had known that the next couple of years were going to be very busy for me. I was playing drums for Paramore at the time, and I knew that 9 Inch Nails was going to be going back out in 2013, and there were some Angels and Airwaves dates in there as well. And rather than doing a third album, that would be a certain amount of songs, it would be put out, and then that's pretty much it. I couldn't really support it in any way or promote the release effectively because I was out touring for a couple of years. So I thought it would be wiser to write more than an album's worth of material, split it up into 2 EPs, and then release those over a span of time.
We rise, we fall, we fly, we crawl, but I feel the end coming. I'm above the sinking ship.
I came up with exhibits because I don't like the term EP. I think it kind of cheapens the release. Not that there's anything wrong with them, but to me, EP just says not quite an album. So I wanted to give it more of a presence and package it in a way that was a little more entertaining so that people would know that this is something serious. This isn't just something that I put out because I could. As far as touring's concerned, I've wanted to tour for a very long time. It's the best way for me to bring forth what I am as a musician, and it's something entirely different for me as a drummer. Drumming's very second nature to me, and I love it, but being at the front of the stage, playing guitar, singing, piano, whatever the song calls for is a different kind of rush for me. And, you know, the drums are great, and they provide that necessary backbone for a performance, but they just provide the rhythm. It's nice to bring everything else to the table. I have musicians that play really well and understand the way I work and how I want things to be presented. My brother Daniel plays bass and does a great job with the parts and doing that. Hayden Scott's a good friend of mine. He plays drums. Even though the experience in terms of being on stage or in a rehearsal room is somewhat limited, we know how we work and they know how I work. And it's not a matter of executing the recorded album perfectly. That's not what it's about, because you can't really do that. And some people subscribe to presenting the songs exactly as they are on the album, and a lot of people say, you know what, the album's there to listen to, and we're going to do it differently live because it works better this way. And if you want to listen to the album, go listen to the album.
Don't make it harder, even with you here. You've been gone elsewhere. We've been at civil war for far too long now.
I like the bringing back a familiar sound that's recognizable, but then adding that improvisational element, kind of extending sections and jamming here and there, and just making everything unique. Because if you play the same thing every night, every time, it can get a bit dull, and I don't really see the point in it. So, and I think that improvisation's a pretty lost art at this point, unfortunately. If I can do my part to kind of resurrect the tiniest bit of it, I'll do my best. I know this is my best work yet, so I'm very eager to get it out and show it off to people, and just really spread the word about it. I mean, there are a lot of people who are familiar with me as a drummer and things that I've played on, but don't really know about the new regime. So that's the uphill battle that I'm willing to fight and hopefully can do this year.
You've got the soul of a mannequin. the sun.